Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think we're just about there. Sorry, bit of late technical difficulties. My co-comms, Mr. Skate, is MIA, so a bit of a late call. I had to try and log in the count, get this up for you. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, got some chat going on. I'll get to you in a second. I take it you can all hear me. Right then, let's have a look. Let's see if we can get this up and running. Let's get the telemetries up for you, and then we can get into it. And we'll get to the chat in a minute, lads. Do not panic. Right, so yes, hello then, good evening, and welcome all to Formula 4. This is the European division. This is race day 17 here at Brazil. As the first cars make their way to the track. So let's flick through. Obviously I'm running solo for a bit. I don't know whether I'll be joined at some point, but bear with me. First man out on track is the Jaguar driver, Andenge. So he'll be the first one to open a lap. I'll stay on board with him for a minute while I get myself sorted out here. I'm just trying to get the Twitch stream up on my phone so I can see what's going on. And just double check everything's cool for you. Obviously the Q1 session, the aim of the game here is survival. I think we've had a word from Drofters saying it's going to be dry all sessions, so no weather. There was no weather in the Australian side either earlier on today, so very strange, seeing as Brazil is one of those tracks where you do tend to see a bit of rain. It doesn't look like either side is going to see it today, so that's good. We should be setting ourselves up for a dry race. And Dengen obviously purples the sectors. Seems he'll be the first one to set a lap time. Unless he's going to box it. Nope. He's going to cross the line. So Andangen, first lap setter, a 107.355. I'm just going to wait for him to pop up here. Pills with a 107.133, puts himself P1. Who's that? LPE does a 108.356. Kaiser does a 108.684 on the medium tire. Paul Watson then, a 108.963. Mazepin does a 108.85, sorry. Hello Kitty car just crossed the line. Probably starting a lap then, so let's see who else we've got out there. That is the Bannister on the lap. He's going to be the next one to set a time, so we'll stick with him for a second. Right. Obviously the Monster Energy car. So let's see what Bannister's got for his opening lap. Soft tyre fitted. Goes fourth with a 108.445. A pair of cars coming around the last corner now. Bear with me as I try and flick to these. Pills is going in, and then just going in. So it's going to be Kaiser. No, he's going to pop it in the box as well. Paul Watson's already set a lap. Is he going to go again? He is going to go again. So it's Paul Watson. Doesn't improve. So then we've got Kaiser, just missed him, a 108.684. A couple of kitties coming to the line now. DJ about to start his lap. I'll pick him up in a bit. Right, here we go then. We are getting there, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, just about got Twitch up now. So we've got the mini Ramsel in the chat. Hey buddy, nice to have you on board. I need to first start out by wishing your brother, the mini Ramsel, a happy birthday. It's his birthday today, so many happy returns to mini Ramsel from all of us here at Formula 4. It was one of our reserves, Alan, his birthday the other day as well, so many happy returns to yourself, Alan. I think we're a day or two late, but no, Sloppy boy, there doesn't seem to be an Aussie here today. I think somebody's got their snoring head on. Or if anyone in Australia does know where he is, then give us a shout out, let us know. DJ then, sets a 107847. Just tell me what the sounds like, anyone in the chat. I don't know if I need to adjust the engine noise or the on-track sound effects as opposed to my own voice. Can't quite... Nah, Kaiser, all good. Alright, thanks buddy, cheers. It's just sometimes you can get a bit overpowered. I can't really check it without there being a complete major echo going on from the stream. Right then, so sorry about that. We're a few minutes in. We're just about all set now. Sorry, that was a late call, to be honest. So we'll see if we can pick up. So we do have two reserves in tonight. Thank you, Minnie. That's good to hear. We do have two reserves in tonight then. One is Alan and the other being Bloomster, who is currently on a lap, or just finished a lap. He's set a 108703. A few cars coming to the line and Ramsel on the out lap. Who's this? Hello Kitty, just exiting the final corner. It's Droftus. Looks like he's on a good lap here. Cuts it nice and fine. Yep, goes top of the tree, a 106940. Good lap from Droftus. TJ's going again, but he's down. I don't think he's going to improve here. Doesn't, so we'll move on. Callum's on an out lap. Is that then Bloomster or Alan? It is Bloomster. Just a little over his time. When he crossed the line, we'll see. He's got a Golf racing car behind him. No, he's going to back out of this, so let's see if we can find out who that Golf is. It's followed by the monster car. Can we pick him up quickly enough? There it is, it's Matherson. Bannister then does a 108304, puts himself P6. A couple of cars taking the line now. Ramsel's invalidated his lap, unfortunately for Ramsel, so he's going to need to go again. DJ's slightly up on his time here. Now I've got to him, he'll probably box it. But we'll see. Got yellow in sector 2, I think that's just one of the Golfs getting out of the way, potentially. DJ does carry on. A little bit down on his time though. Kaiser, is it Kaiser? It might have been Callum. No, it wasn't Callum. Must have been, it was Sloppy Boy just getting his lap underway. So we've got a Rockstar just exiting the final corner now. I won't go back to whoever that was spinning. Try and catch these laps for you. It's Callum Tyler then. Team Rockstar. Takes a nice tight line. Goes P12 at a 108989. Two monsters coming around then. One of them is Zerks. Just over him for a second. Here's his teammate coming across the line now. I think that was all shot down. With a 1081. Zerks goes P4 with a 107602. Mazepin about to take the line. 108574 for him. No faster this time. Just Mikey then, yet to set a lap. Does so now with a 108057, goes P7. Let's see if we can catch the Golf just as it's about to cross the line. It's Pills. Goes P2 at a 106.963, so close time between Droftus and Pills there. See if we can pick up who's next. Callum Tyler's invalidated, so it's not going to be Callum. I think that's Zirks and all shot down behind him. Zirks is invalidated. I think he's all shot down. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to go again. He's going to get a handy little toe from his teammate if he does. No, I think he's going to follow him in the pits. He does. So it's going to be the Gulf of Mazespin. Exiting the final couple of corners here, up the hill. Currently P13 on a 108.5. He was up on his time, so this should be a bit better for Mazespin. It does. It moves him up to 8th with a 108.071. Ramsell's next then. Gets that DRS open and comes into the box. Sloth's here, out on the mediums. It's going to take the line. Not sure if it's going to be an improvement. No, it isn't. Who's that other Golf then? I think that's just coming into the pits. So, here's the Jaguar. Total P's on an outlap. We'll try and get back to Total P's in a minute. Let me just want to check on who that Rockstar car is. It's Kaiser on an outlap. And who's the other Rockstar? Just coming into sector 2. It is Sloth. So Sloth going again. Let's have a little look for Sloth. We'll go back to P's in a second. Just wait for the split time to come up for Sloth to see if he's actually on a competitive lap here. A little bit of a strange choice of tyre from Slothy Boy for the mediums, but he knows what he's doing. I'm sure of it. Just a couple of cars getting out of the way in the middle sector. That's what the yellow flags are about. Yep, Slothy is up. 2/10 up on his current time. So this should move him up a spot or two. Obviously, as I've touched on, just a matter of survival this session. We'll lose our bottom 5 cars. Sloth then goes up to P9. Let's go back to P's then. Where was P's? Where is he on the board? Here he is. Purple sector 2 there. Just see it pop up as we flick to him. Where can P's go then? Our championship leader goes P3 with a 107.288. Going to be a few about to cross the line now. I think that was Kaiser with a 107.675. Got the reserve driver here. It's either Bloomster or Aylan. It is Bloomster, just about to start a lap. Aylan is here. So we'll focus for a minute, just to make my life slightly easier, on the couple that haven't set their times yet. So Alzed is still in the pits. Aylan on an outlap. So let's give the recent birthday boy Aylan a bit of a lap here, and we'll go on board. So down into turn 1, centre S. Be careful on these curbs. He exits, centre S is then down the back straight. Exit of turn 3, the curve de Sol, down into 4. In between these two here, this is 5, the Lakes descent. Short blast now into the right-hander of 6, and then a double right-hander of 7. Triple right-hander then, this is 8, which we're coming into now. We're going to loop back and go left-hander of 9. The little pine tree, it's called. Turn 10 then. The Duck's Bill, apparently. Downhill into turn 11, the dive. Hard braking then into 12. Junction is the corner name. Exit turn 12, that's 13, just gone through. Coffee, 14 there. Up to the pits. And then 15, which is just there. He takes the line then. Aylan sets a 107.936. So the only guy yet to set a time then is LZ Albo, who is still currently sat in the pits. I would tell you how long there is on the timer. You probably know better than I do. If the yellow flag would just get out of my way, I'll be able to tell you. 4 minutes, 4 minutes. So we've got 4 minutes left. LZ's got 4 minutes to get out there. Let's have a look then, see who that Rockstar is. It is Slothy Boy, but obviously he's going slow. Bloomster could be on a lap here, so we'll stay with Bloomster for a second. In the reserve livery, as I said, there's 2 of them in tonight. Bloomster and Aylan. Stepping in for the extremist, I believe. Just double check he's not there. Right, Bloomster puts it in the pits. I think it's Extremist and Chazza, the Geordie Juggernaut that's missing tonight. There might be one more as well. I'm just trying to see if I can see Energetic's name down there. No, yeah, no. So it's Energetics that's missing, sorry, not Extremist. Extremist is here. Do beg your pardon. So a few of the boys at the top feel they're safe. Have retired from this session already. And then out on another lap. Currently P4, I would imagine is safe, to be honest. But he's going to go again. He's got his teammate. Let's just see if we can flick and see who that is. LPE or Paul Watson. It's LPE. We'll go back to LPE in a minute. He's got a kitty driver behind him as well. We'll see if we can catch that across the line. So Dungeon exiting in turn 14. Up the hill. Got his teammate now, giving him a really good tow. Maybe that's the plan. These boys working together. LPE then, yes, goes 11th, 108.0, and Denj stays 4th, 107.349. Good bit of work there from Andenj. Total team player for sure. Done a good job there. Let's see, who was that kitty? Was that kitty starting a lap? It was Ramsel starting a lap. Callum's on an out lap. Just Mikey on an out lap. For Watson on an out lap. That must be Bloomster, yep, out lap. Sloffy on an out lap. Everybody on out lap there. All shot down on an out lap, so it's going to be a flurry towards the end. Kaiser an out lap. LPE, we know we've just done a lap. He's going to get out of the way of Ramsel, so let's find Ramsel and stay on board with him then. He's in sector 2 at the moment. Just coming into turn 10 now, I believe. Yep. I'm not 100% sure he's fully pushing. He's definitely not. So is he going to wind himself up for another lap? Currently in the drop zone then is Bloomster, all shot down, Paul Watson, Callum Tyler and LZ Albo. I think Ramsel, let's just have a look, he's got enough battery. Does open that DRS, so he is going to go for another lap. And then just going to box, I'm sure his teammate is going to do the same. He does. So it's Aylan then, starting an out lap as well. Who's furthest along then? Let's have a look. It's the Rockstar car of Callum Tyler, just purple to second sector. We'll see what Callum can do. Currently in the drop zone, P19. He's going to be looking to get himself out here. Let's see if he can manage it. Holds a tight line. Yeah, gets himself up to P7, 107.713. See if we can flick back then. That's going to be Aylan, is it? No, it's Bloomster. He's down on his time. Stays 17th then. Sloffy boy goes a bit faster. Stays P5. All shot down then. It's going to be good for him. It is. 107.740. Puts himself P9. Hello Kitty then of Ramsel on that better lap. Obviously made a bit of a mistake the first lap, or just wasn't feeling it. Decided to go again. Looks like he should be able to get himself out here. He does. Goes up to P6, 107.486 and takes the checkered flag. Aylan then, 0.4 up. Going to be a not bad lap from Aylan. Yep, P5, 107.369. I am Sloth then, currently safe. Let's have a look, see who's out there. So Mazzaspin is actually greyed out. I'm not sure whether he crashed, but I missed that one. Just Mikey is also greyed out. Bloomster here is on an invalidated lap, so he's not going to change anything. So I think we've probably got our drop zone. I think it's going to be LPE, Mazzaspin, Bloomster, Paul Watson and LZ Albo, because I don't see how anybody's going to change that order. LPE's got the checkered flag, Paul Watson's got the checkered flag, LZ Albo's got the checkered flag. Bloomster is invalidated unless it's... No, he's not even going to try and see whether the game will give him an extra lap. So I believe that to probably be our drop zone. We'll have it confirmed in just a few minutes. As we see a bit of wing flying off. All shots down's car, I think. Let's wait. I'm going to box here. No, he's going to take the line. Not sure if he's going to improve at all. He doesn't. So it's P5. So that is Q1 done. We have lost LPE in the Jaguar, Mazepin in the Golf, Bloomster, a reserve driver, Paul Watson in the Jaguar, and LZ Albo in the Golf. We might have lost just Mikey as well, depending on whether he crashed or not. I'm not 100% sure. We will see in a minute. Just take a screenshot just in case anything goes wrong. So we've got it in case we need it. So this Brazil track then, 4.3 kilometres, 2.6 miles, 15 turns, 10 to the left, 5 to the right. Lap record here, race lap record from Valtteri Bottas in 2018, a 1:10.540. Anti-clockwise track, capacity of 60,000. First opened in 1940. 5 variations over the years, 1940 to 1978, 1979 to 1989, 1990 to 1996, 97 to 99, and 2000 to the current day. First F1 race here in 72 was a non-championship race. Obviously formerly known as Interlagos, but has been renamed the Carlos Pace after an F1 driver who died in a plane crash in 1977. He won a GP here just 2 years earlier. So the old meaning, Interlagos, that actually translates to between two lakes. There is 2 artificial lakes here at this track. That's where it got its name from. First winner then of this event was 1973, Emerson Fittipaldi, driving for Lotus. Has to be said here as well, even though it's a very short track, short lap time, the pit lane is very, very long in terms of the point where you start your entry to the point where you actually physically exit the pits. As Pills hits the track first then. So this is Q2 session. Obviously for anyone new here, the tyres on which you set your best lap time in this session, the Q2 session, is the tyres that you will start the Grand Prix on. So you'll see a mixture here, I'm sure, of softs and mediums being used. It's a bit of a tactical session here. A lot of sandbagging and things normally go on with this session. People trying to force other people's hands or just keep them guessing as to what tyres they're actually going to use. So we'll stay on board with Pills for a minute, watch him start his lap, and I'll quickly run you through the standings and some information. So keep an eye yourselves on this timing tree on the left hand side. Obviously Pills will be first, and then we'll flick back and see if we can find who's next once Pills is finished then. So last week, pole position was Chazza, Pease was P1, Andenge was P2, Pills was P3. Fastest lap was Pills as well, and driver of the day was all shot down. So P1 in the drivers' table then. And 24 points clear is Jaguar's Pot 1. Pease on 258. He's held first for 3 weeks now. Took the win last time out, as I mentioned. In second, we have Rockstar's Pot 1 Sloth on 234 points. Been second for 3 weeks now. His best finish was first. Connection game, lobby glitches last week for him. Saw him unfortunately score no points. Just 4 points back from Sloth. Is one of the standout drivers of the season so far. It's Jaguar's Pot 2 and Denge on 230 points. Been P3 now for 4 weeks. Second last week. I'll pause out. We'll see if we can find out who that is next. Just going to miss it. It's Kaiser. So we'll see these times drop in. We're not too concerned about these times just yet. Extremist is going to be next. So P5 then sees the last of our non-movers in the top 5 this week. It's Golf's Pot 1 Pills on 174 points. He sits 51 points behind Droftus after missing 7 races this season. But this is still a respectable place to be sat. We all know he's got the pace to close in on the podium spots by the end of the season. He was 3rd last week. One of the kitty cars coming over the line now. It is DJ, moves himself to P4. Got Ramsel on an outlap. Just Mikey on an outlap. Let's see if we can find. So Kaiser's going a bit faster. We'll stay on board with Kaiser for a second. First non-mover, first mover, sorry, this week in the championship is for P6. It's Hello Kitty's Pot 2 driver, DJ Death Dragon. He moves up 2 spots this week on 164 points, only 10 points behind Pills. 6 last week, which was also his best finish. P7 then, and only 6 points back, is Monsters Xerxes. As I pick up the next car, it's all shot down, so it's, and then, see if we can get you something to watch. It is Xerxes, the man in question. So yeah, 6 points back is Xerxes, the Monster Pot 2 driver with 158. He's held P7 for 2 weeks now. He was 14th last week. His best finish is a P4 so far. So he'll be hoping to see the podium in the remaining 5 races of this season. A couple of kitty cars exiting. It's going to be Droftus. He's already top of the tree anyway. DJ's going to box it. Ramsel then. We'll see what Ramsel can do over the line. Right on board, gets up the RS Open. Decent lap time from Ramsel on the mediums, 11.534. He's got a Golf, just exit in. It's just Mikey, but he's a long way down. It's not going to trouble anybody. All shot down then, just purple's the middle section. So then up 1 place into 8th this week is last week's driver of the day. It's all shot down. The Monster driver is the highest Pot 3 driver in the table, sat just 1 point back of Xerxes on 157 points. Great 4th place last week, which was also his best finish, as all shot down, as we say. It does a 109.063, puts off P5. Xerxes is on a better lap here. He's going to stay out, yeah, he's going to take the line. We've lost Aylan somewhere along the line. Xerxes does 107.8 then on the softs. And Denge with a bit of a banker lap behind him there. Goes P10. Ramsel's down on his time. Bannister yet to set a time. We'll stay on board with Bannister for a minute. So moving down 3 spots from P6 to P9 this week is Kitty's Pot 3 Energetics on 155. Did not start last week. Sees him 2 points behind all shot going into this round, and he's also a no-show tonight, as I did touch on earlier. In 10th then, we've got a non-mover. A 7th last week sees the Extremist hold 10th for the 3rd week running. The Pot 3 Rockstar driver sits on 140 points. We'll watch Bannister over the line. Goes P3 on a 108.4 with the soft tyres fitted. And Denge then, let's see if he's on a better lap here on the mediums. Yep, there's a 107.9. Front Denge puts us our P3. See if we can pick up the kitty. It's Droftus, he's going to be coming in surely. Move away from Droftus. Extremist on an out lap, who was that? Bannister, I think he'll probably be boxing this lap. We'll just see who this Jaguar is. Just coming down the back straight. And Denge, so we might as well stay then with the Extremist. He's on an out lap, so he's going to be the next one to start a lap at least. So let's see if I can whiz through these championship standings whilst you're watching the Extremist. I'll tell you what, I'll change the view. I can go off board with him. Right, so P11 then is a non-mover this week. It's Monsters Pot 1 Charlie Scott. He's 8 points behind the Extremist on 132 points. Unfortunately, not with us tonight, so he could drop a spot or two maybe in the championship next week. We'll see. P12 then sees our best Pot 4 driver, the Jaguar driver of Paul Watson, is doing a great job. He holds P12 for the 2nd week on 130 points, only 2 points behind the Extremist. 10th last week for him. His best finish so far has been a 9th in Japan. P13 sees yet another Pot 4 driver. This time it's the chiropractor, Ramsel. The Kitty's driver holds 13th for the 3rd week on 118 points. 11th last week for him. Best finish so far is a 7th. P14 then, and up 1 spot, sees Pot 4 Rockstar driver Callum take P14 this week on 102 points. 8th last week for Callum with a season best of 4th. And dropping one spot into P15 this week is yet another pot 4 driver. It's Monsters Bannister. He is 8 points behind Callum on 94. Did not start last week for Bannister. And the best so far of a P9. P16 then sees Golf's pot 3. Just Mikey jumped 3 places this week with 69 points. A solid 9th last week. He'll be looking to better his best of P8 before the season's out. Up 1 spot and just 2 points back of Mikey, we have Rockstar's pot 2 Kaiser in P17 on 67 points. He was 15th last week and has achieved a best of 7th so far, as the extremist has invalidated his lap. Just noticed. So I'll see if I can find his teammates Kaiser on an outlap. Let's see, one of these monster boys. Zerx is on an outlap. Who's the other Rockstar? Sloth's on an outlap. So All Shot Down is on a lap. We'll stay with All Shot Down for a minute. Where did we get to? So down 2 spots, but level on points in a close battle with Kaiser in P18 this week. Goes to Mazzaspin. 16th last week for the Golf pot 4 driver. He'll be looking to be closer to the top 10 for sure. P19 and down 1 place is Golf's pot 2 driver LZ on 61 points. 6 points behind Mazzaspin and Mikey ahead of him. After last week's DNF, LZ will be looking to bring it home. Best finish so far is a 6th. Is LZ even here? I can't remember. I'm not seeing his name on the board. Regardless, anyway, it doesn't matter. Rounding out then our top 20 drivers in P20 for the 4th week running is Jaguar's pot 3 LPE. As I'll find you another car to watch quickly. I'll work on your own this, I'll tell you. Extremist then, about to take the line. Does so. Stays P7. I think his teammate Kaiser just moved up there. Callum just on an outlap here. So we'll stay on board with Zerx here for a minute. I'll finish off what I was saying. Yep, rounding out the top 20 drivers, LPE, 39 points, 22 points behind LZ. He'll be hoping to get the season's best result in the final 5 races. His best so far has been P11. Quick run through the pots. Pot 1, no change. It's still P's from Sloth, from Drofters, from Pills, from Charlie. Pot 2, no change for the lead. And then still holds P1. That's 7 weeks now. He's starting to look as if he could be the pot 2 champion. DJ moves up into P2. Xerxes drops to P3, Kaiser is P4, LZ is 5th. As Xerxes takes the line and goes top of the tree with a 107.7. So Bannister then does a 108.4, 3.7 on the soft tyres. Extremist on another lap here. Pot 3 then, it's all changing pot 3 with All Shot Down's great drives lately, moving him up into P1 for the first time this season. Energetic drops to P2, Extremist stays P3, Just Mikey is 4th, LPE 5th. Callum's validated that lap, unfortunately. It's going to be one of the Jaguar boys then. P's on an outlap, move back to the kitty car. Kitty car is Ramsel on an outlap. Zerx is on another one then, let's have a look. Keep on board with him for a second. Pot 4 then, Paul Watson looks safe bet for the pot 4 crown. He stays P1 for the 15th week running. Ramsel holds P2. Callum comes up into P3. Bannister in P4th and Mazzaspin in 5th. I'll get to the constructors in a minute. 3 minutes left of this session, so we need to keep an eye on this session now. I'll shut up for a minute talking rubbish. Zerx pits. His teammate's going to take the line here. Who was that? It was Bannister. Stays 6th. Goes a bit quicker. One of the kitties. A couple of kitties coming to the line here. Dropped us on an outlap. Who's the other kitty? It's DJ on an outlap. So it's Pills then, 1.4 seconds up on the medium tyre at the moment. P11 at the moment on 109.6. He improves drastically for a 107.402, puts us up P2. Who is that other Rockstar car? It is Callum Tyler. Yet to set a time, so what can Callum do? Only good enough for 13th, for 13.3. Maybe a bit of a warm-up lap. He has got those mediums on. So we just missed. It was that All Shot Downs lap. 109.0, P10. For Bannister, P's then. Yet to set a time. Are you going to tell me? Yep, no. A 113.455. So again, not an outrightly fast lap from P's. He's going to go for it again on this lap, I'm sure. Hello Kitty car of Ramsel then 3.3 seconds up on his current time. Currently P12. It's going to be a better lap from Ramsel. P4 107.7 from Ramsel. Droftus then, can he improve? He does so. He goes top of the tree with a 106.7. His teammate, who is it? DJ Death Dragon goes P4 with a 107.5. And Denge on an outlap. Callum Tyler then 4 seconds up on his time. As we said a minute ago, he'll be going again. Does so. He's got those medium tyres fitted. He's going to break the timing beam. Does so with a 108.552. Puts himself P11. That's not quite good enough, unfortunately. All shot down. Goes a bit quicker. 107.8. P8 for him. Total P's in 5 seconds. 5.5 seconds up. This is going to be more like it from the championship lead up. P7. 107.8 for him. So Hello Kitty of Ramsel up next. We've got 37 seconds left in the session. He's 13 seconds down though, so it's not going to be a lap from him here. DJ's 4 seconds down, not going to be a lap from him. And Denge then a second up, currently P10 and on the bubble. Will lose his 5 cars below him. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I need to mute for a second there. Trying to get the kids off to bed. So, and Denge went second there. Total P's down on his lap time. Don't say we might have our drop zone here. Kaiser's taking the flag. All shot downs in the pit. Bannister's taking the flag. Callum's in the pit. Aylin is out of the session. So, yep, I believe that'll be Q2 done. And we have our top 10 for the shootout. Wait for the lads just to get back in the pits. And then we can move on to Q1. So constructors then, quickly, I'll run you through the constructors and we'll see if we can get all this out of the way. We can just focus on the action. Constructors then, no change. It's Jaguar first on 657 points. Kitty second on 15 points back on 642. P3 is Rockstar on 558. Monster 12 points behind them in P4 on 546, with Golf in P5 on 491. Joint constructors, it's Kitty on 1,286, from Rockstar on 1,262, from Monster on 1,174, from Jaguar on 1,154, and Golf bringing up the rear on 920. So far then, pole positions, Droftus has taken 6, Pills and Charlie have taken 3, P's taken 2, and Denge and Energetics taken 1. That's 7 to Kitty. Golf, Jaguar and Monster all on 3 and Rockstar on none. Fastest laps, Pills leads the table with 4, Droftus and Charlie on 3, Xerxes, Sloth and Denge, DJ and Kaiser all on 1. That's 5 for Golf. Kitty and Monster have got 4 each, Rockstar with 2, Jaguar with 1. So then we'll just wait for this timer to click over all these boys to make it to the pits. There it is. We should get these results screen now, so we'll get confirmation of the drop zone and who's starting on what tyre. So one thing to note there then, Pills is the highest starter on the medium tyre, P4 in that session for Pills, and also P's going on the medium tyre. So P's and Pills, both the P's, no pun intended, P's are going to be going on the mediums from the start of the race. The drop zone then, we lost Kaiser in P11, all shot down in P12, Bannister P13, Callum Tyler in P14, and the reserve of Aylin in 15. Let me just screenshot that for the guys, just in case it's needed. And we'll move on to this Q1 session. So let's get the telemetries back up for you. And we'll see who is going to be first out on the track. Looks like it could have been Pills again. Is it Pills? It is Pills. Hunting the airtime then. Is the man in 5th place in the championship. Hunting the points too, I daren't say. So what we'll probably see here is the guys come out, set up, I don't know, say 80, 85, 90% push lap. Come back in, fit a fresh set of softs, and then go for an all-out attack, final lap, to see who takes P1 and pole position for the race. Let me have a look back, see if I can do my research here while they're on out lap. So it's Pills from Endenge, from Peas, from Sloth, from Extremist. So then let's go with Pills down into the centre S's. Keeps it valid through there. Just going to get this DRS open here. There it goes. Down into turn 4, Max and Lewis incident spot from a weekend or two ago. Obviously sets purple first sector. He's the first car out there, so always going to light up purple. As he comes into this tricky middle sector, corners come at it fast here. Very tricky. Not the best of shots here, so I'll manually skip to on board. So you can see the layout of this track. A lot of undulation here with this track as well. It's up, down. So not only the corners to deal with, it's the camber to deal with as well, and the undulation. Very fast exit there. Nice clean line from Pills. Don't say this is going to be a pretty good time from Pills to open us up. Gets that DRS wide open again. Takes the shortest line to the finish line. Sets a 107.046. And then going to be the next one. Goes a 108.2. But we're going to miss the Sloth slap. 106.9 for Sloth. It's another Rockstar about to take the line. Who is it? It's Extremist, but unfortunately he's invalidated, so we'll move away. Ramsel's on an out lap. Just Mikey then, the Golf Racing driver. Let's see what Just Mikey can do. Not too bad results lately. Bit of a late comer into the league, so been doing a decent enough job. Goes P3 then on 107.918. Interestingly enough, pole was a 106.898 in the Australian side of the division. So we're close with that with Slothy's time at the moment. Daren't say that it'll probably get broken. Let's see if Droftus is going to be the one to do it. Shortest line again. Can't do it. 107.1 for Droftus at the moment. The Monster Energy car. Zerks, but he's invalidated his lap. So can we pick up the Jaguar driver of P's? He goes top with a 106.9. Getting closer to that Australian time. Extremist then. Second lap, I do believe, for the Extremist. Invalidated the first. Does a 107.6. Puts himself P5. Hello Kitty car of Ramsell then. Goes P6, so 107.788. Just Mikey on a cool down now. So we've got Zerks and DJ yet to set a time. So Zerks has invalidated this lap. Where is DJ? DJ's still in the pits. So Zerks, I think he's probably just going to, looking at his battery level here, he hasn't turned it off, so I think maybe Zerks will just box this lap anyway. DJ's still in the pits. Let's just double check that this Droftus is going to go in. Yeah, he is. So we've reached that time in the session where the guys are back in, fitting a fresh set. Ramsell for pole. that would be welcome. I'll give you that, Mini Ramsel. Unfortunately, not to do your old man any disjustice, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Unfortunately, I'd love to see it personally. Why not? I think just a little bit too far, unfortunately. 107.7 he sits at the moment. Pole at the moment is a 106.9, so it's an 0.8 of a second. That's quite a lot to make up round a short track. I mean, let's hope he's got it. Let's see. DJ then out of the box now and on his outlap. Zerks did pit. Here's the Jaguar on the track. It's Andenge on an outlap, so it'll be Andenge to go first. Cracking season Andenge's having, as I did mention earlier on when I was bleating on about standings. Very, very consistent. Very good job he's done so far. So let's take a ride with Ramsel. Let's go on board. I'll tell you what, let's go fully on board. Let's clear the screen of clutter. Let's have a look. Something different. We don't do it very often. Nice line. Holds it tight there. Doesn't actually run out wide. Yeah, I'm flying solo, S5. Welcome to jump in, buddy, if you want to. S5, one of the kitty drivers from the Australian side. Tuning in then. We don't know where Gav is. You can also feel free to try and find out where Gav is. He's MIA on us. So we are flying solo. Things are a little bit different tonight. We're on board with Andenge at this point in time. We've got a nice clear screen, so we're looking at the track out of turn 10. The Ducks Bill. There are some strange corner names on this track. Down into 11 then. End of sector 2. Keep it nice and clean here on the left-hander. Missed the apex a little bit, did Andenge. But he's exiting now, 12, 13. Going to take 14. And then 15 then. So let's put the telemetry back up. And we'll see where he goes. Goes P5 at 107.1. Let's flick back then. Who have we got? It's DJ. Come on! Our resident Arnie, as my normal co-commentator will say. So 108.0 for DJ. He's got 4 minutes. He's got time to go again. Other two kitty cars here. Droftus on an outlap. And Ramsel also on an outlap. So, dare I say, this could be a little bit of team chat going on here. Droftus might have just said to Ramsel, if you want that pole, sunshine, you sit right behind me and I'll give you a tow. So we'll see what happens. I certainly think that Droftus might be helping out his teammate here. While Ramsel's just dropped a little bit far back off his teammate Droftus. DJ on another lap here. I presume Andenge isn't going again. Let me just double check. He's 0.2 down. No, he's going to box it. DJ, I don't think will be going again either. Let me just double check. I don't want to say he's not, and then he will. No, he's going to box it. So, let's pick it up then. Zerk's on an outlap. Sloth's on an outlap. So it is Droftus. We join him. It's just purple to first sector. A little bit up on the fastest time by P's at the minute. It's right on board. Ramsel's too far back, I think, to get this tow. One of the Rockstar cars of Sloth there getting out of the way. Good driving from these boys. And Droftus then. He'll be wanting this pole, if I know Droftus. Can he do it? Currently P4. Can he do it? Pedal to the metal. Can he improve? He does. Goes to 106.777 and breaks the Australian side's qualifying. Just missing P's, and P's is just starting a lap, so that's okay. We didn't miss it at all. Zerks. Oh, Zerks is invalidated. 2 minutes left. Needs to turn that battery off, so that's invalidated run 1 for Zerks, and unfortunately invalidated this second run. He has got time to do something about it. Extremist on an out lap. Droftus then letting Pills go, so let's pick up Pills. Where is he? There he is. He's coming through sector 2 into turns 7 and 8, I believe it is. Yep. Into 9 here, the left-hander exits. Bit of a snaky section of the track. Into 10 then. He's not used any battery yet, so I'm not sure. Yep, Pills. Double check that because he's on an out lap. My bad. So Pills will go. That explains why he wasn't using his battery. Should have noticed that earlier. Sloth then invalidated this one. Got Jaguar of P's also invalidated, but 6 seconds down. Not going to worry too much about him. DJ on an out lap. Who is that? It's Ramsel then. He did a 107.7. We missed that lap while I was focusing on Droftus, so just Mikey on an out lap too. Droftus on an in lap. Danger on another out lap. Extremist then. Looks like he's furthest along. Rockstar Racing. Nice fetching orange. Nice and easy to spot. So Extremist currently P6 on a 107.662. Just coming to the end of the second sector now. We'll see a split time, see whether he's up or down. He's half a second up. So this is not looking too bad. He's put about 107.1, which is about where Andenge is. Only 1 place ahead of him. So he might just gain this. Just. Can he do anything more with a great final sector? No, just 1 spot then for Andenge. Takes Andenge. Sloth's invalidated. P's then 0.2 up on his time. This is going to be a tight. It does take pole with a 106.6. Good lap from P's then. Who was that? Just gone across the line. Just one of the kitties. I missed it. It was DJ. Moved himself to P7. Another kitty just crossed the line. It was Droftus. Goes P2 with a 106.777. Didn't actually improve. The golf of just Mikey. P9 for him. And Denjen going a very slight bit quicker on that lap. Not good enough to gain any. Oh no, I think it did gain in 1 place actually. Gets the place back from the Extremist. Zerks then finally gets a lap in to put himself P9. And that is it. Extremist just closing the lap here. I don't think he'll challenge the front runners. Don't think he did. I think it's P6 still on his dash, which is where he was. So, our pole man, total P's, Team Jaguar, 106.603 from Droftus on a 106.777, from Pills on a 106.847. Fourth is I Am Sloth on a 106.956. And Danish P5, 107.0878. Extremist then in 6th on a 107.1. DJ then in 7th on a 107.359. Ramsel is P8 on a 107.725. Xerxes P9 on a 107.784. Rounding out top 10, just Mikey on a 107.875. So just to confirm then, the Australians pole a 106.898. Europeans a 106.603. What do I say? An 898. So both P's, Droftus and Pills all under that time. Sloth just outside it. I'll say there's probably more in Sloth's tank if I know Sloth. So we'll move on to the race. If you're listening, Droft might need you to do the invite the boys to the comms box after this race. I'm not in there myself yet either, but I'll jump into it straight after the race. If you can get the relevant people in afterwards, I'd appreciate it. Or to anyone that's listening, if you do manage to get P1, 2 or 3 or driver of the day, If you've been in the commentary box already, then feel free to jump in for an interview after this race. Unfortunately, I don't do these Twitch driver of the day polls. Gav's all over that. I don't know how he does that. So I'll be asking if there's anyone in the chat for any predictions that they'd like for driver of the day, or anybody they think deserves the driver of the day in the chat. I'll see what happens in there. If not, then it'll be my decision this week. So start sending your bias money in to me. We'll see what happens in the race. PayPal, yeah, PayPal's fine, Callum. No problem. So Callum wants the driver of the day. First responded. So tyres then, it was Pills and Peas, I believe, wasn't it? Yeah, Pills and Peas on the mediums. So Peas starting on the front row with those mediums. It's got Droftus next to him on the softs. Then it's Pills, then second of the medium runners. Then we've got softs all the way down from Sloth in 4th to Just Mikey in 10th. First of the free tyre choices, in 11th is Kaiser. He's gone with the mediums. All shot down and Bannister, 2 teammates, gone with the softs. Callum then, the driver of the day, Callum, gone with the mediums from P14. If he can make it up, let's say, I don't know, say to 6, between 6 and 4ths. I think he'd probably be deserving that driver of the day from there. Reserve of Aylan then, gone with the softs. Oh no, sorry, gone with the mediums. LPE gone with the softs. LPE, I do believe, going into this race, has a 5-second time penalty to be added at the end of this race. So LPE is going to need to do some serious work today. Mazepin goes on the soft from 17th. Reserve of Bloomster goes on the mediums. P18. Paul Watson, uncharacteristically down in 19th, I would say. Been having a great season so far. Starts on the softs. AZ Albo also on the softs. Right. Let's see. I'll tell you what. I'll go very quickly have a swig of water. Right then. I'll tell you what, I might try this then. I might try this for this race start. We'll get rid of the telemetries in a second. They should have fixed this glitch with the lights and the revs, so if we get to see the lights, we should get to see them off the line at the right time. Crowd going wild in the background there as we wait for these lights. And we're still waiting. Everybody's formed up, I do believe. LZ's in his box, yep, at the back. Peas is in the box at the front. Hang on a minute, what the... Who was that? Just shot off. It's one of the Jaguar cars. And it's LPE. Interesting. Okie dokie, I think we might have a problem here. Because LPE is gone. He's off. I don't know what he saw. His car is ghosted, which leads me to believe he's possibly not in that car. I haven't got Discord up, so if any of you boys are kind of floating around with the Twitch stream and Discord, just let me know what's going on as and when. Don't I say that this lobby, unfortunately, is glitched. So we might have to do a restart. You might have to bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. Unless it's going to let LPE take his grid spot, which will be 16th. Let's have a look, see. Yep, so 7th. I'm just checking that his car's not on the grid and it isn't just a double. Right, okay. So we now seem to be underway. Not sure if this is 100% what's going on, but we'll roll with it for a minute. Pzen stays the lead until somebody tells me otherwise on Twitch. We're going. Pzen holds the lead from Droftus, from Andenge. Watching the background, see if we can see any battles going on. Looks relatively clean so far. Andenge and Sloth having a good little battle here for over P3. Got a yellow in sector 2. That's one of the golf cars. I'll flip back. Is that LZ? It is LZ. He's around. I think we won't worry about his damage at the moment. Let's just press on with it. Droftus sent. P2. Sloth going for a move up the inside of Andenge. Andenge fighting this one. Holds on to it. He's going to have the inside. Yep, Andenge holds on to that one. We'll go on board with Sloth. Have a look at this run up the hill. Extremist with a decent start by the looks of it as well. I think he's jumped hills. Is Sloth close enough here? No, he's not. So let's keep going backwards. Kaiser and Ramsel. All shot down just behind him. Just Mikey and Bannister close behind too. A little bit of a gap to Callum then, on the extremist. There's Callum. Paul Watson then had a decent start. Mazza spin behind him. Quite close. Not going to be close enough for a move here though. Bloomstart 15th. Extremist in 16th. Zerks had a shocker. It looks like he's probably been in for a wing. Aylan been in. LPE been in. And LZ Elbow all in. So a few casualties on the first lap. Back at the front. It's Total P's on those mediums. Morning 25, how you doing, buddy? Nice to have you. Thanks for tuning in. Just got underway. Lap 2. Total P's leads this one from Droftus, from Andenge, from Sloth, and it is a spicy meatball battle going on at the moment. We're on board with Sloth. You have to keep your eyes on the tree, ladies and gents, in the chat. I'm not going to take my eyes off of this one for a minute. The two Jaguar boys, P's and Andenge, fighting Droftus and Sloth in the kitty and the Rockstar. It's getting very close. I am flying solo tonight, so a little bit more difficult for me to try and keep up on top of what's going on with all this action. So you just have to keep an eye on the tree yourself. Oh, is that Andenge on the grass a little bit there? Let's go back on board. Oh yes, so Droftus has got P's, Andenge has got P's. His P's has dropped from 1st to 4th. Sloth also back past. T5 in the chat. Yeah, I'd love some Vicks, please, buddy. Need it to get through this race, I think. So Droftus now. Yeah, good boy. Mr. Vaxxed. Join the club. We all got to go that way. It's absolutely kicking off in Europe, is it? The old COVID vaccinations, but that's a subject for another day. Let's have a quick look then. See if we can have a look, see who's moved where and done what. If I can find the actual bit I'm looking for. Here it is, position changes. So biggest winners at the moment, pretty much joint between Andenge. He's now got the lead from Droftus. All shot down up 4 as well. Mazza spin, Bloomstart, Paul Watson all up 4. Biggest loser is the extremist at the moment, down in 19th place. We'll come back to that later. As the gaps are close, this battle at the front, really hard to take our eyes off. Sloth then, P3. So it is, hang on a minute, let me put up the tyres, sorry. It is then those soft tyre runners making the best out of these opening laps compared to the mediums. So Pills and P's and, oh my God, spit it out. P's and Pills, 2 started on the mediums. They've dropped a few spots here, and then Droftus and Sloth making the most of those soft tyres. They're going to look to make pay where the sun shines, try and gap Pills and P's. DJ's looking to get onto this battle though. He's got the soft tyres fitted. Decent enough start from DJ. Ramsel, his teammate, just being passed by All Shot Down. Down into turn 1. So another sterling drive so far from All Shot Down. Kaiser gets past Just Mikey, just behind. Let's have a look at what's going on here. Just Mikey and Kaiser. Bannister looking. Let's have a look from on board. Bannister. The back of Kaiser. Droftus has got the lead back from Andenge. I've noticed at the front. So they're going to swap around, I think. What are the close battles have we got going on? I think. Yeah, Kaiser. Let's go back to the front, see what's going on. Sloth looks like he's closing in here. Peas and Pills still there. DJ now on the back of that group by the looks of it. Yep, he is. So it's P1 to 6. All nose to tail, really. Small gap here between Sloth and Peas. Peas might just be doing a sensible thing and just conserving his tyres very slightly. Looks like Andenger's going to go for a move here. That's why I don't like these off-board shots, because you can't see what's going on. So let's have a look. Andenger did go for the move. Droftus down from P1 to P3. Sloth made the move too. He's still there from Pills, from DJ. It's going to be a good run here from Sloth. Andenger doesn't fight it too much. Sloth takes it then. So this is cat and mouse at the front. Sloth, Andenge, Droftus, Peas, Pills. It's like a lottery. I mean, we'll do a tombola. Names in the hat. We'll pull one out. That's about where it is at the moment. Great racing from these guys. Obviously, I would say, to be fair, the front five are the aliens in this category. We'll use the expression from MotoGP from a few years back. The aliens. Yes, that was Rossi. What was that? Rossi, Stoner, Lorenzo. Certainly, these Sloth, Andenge, Droftus, Peas, Pills, the aliens of this group. DJ doing a good job though, holding on. I'll be smart. He'll just try and tag here for as long as he possibly can. Might have a little bit more pace though, now he's caught Pills and Peas. It's got soft tyre fitted. Obviously Peas and Pills both on those mediums, as I keep saying. Let's have a look back further down. Ramsel was 7th. Just Mikey in 9th. Kaiser in 10th. Close battle on him. Bannister's getting quite close here to Kaiser. Kaiser's just gapped him a little bit. I think this will be a bit too far. Quite a big gap then from Bannister down to Mazepin, who looks like his car is ghosted there, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with Mazepin. Maybe not in the car. He should be in the car. Bloomston in P13. Paul Watson in P14. Xerxes P15, as we've lost telemetry. Aylan is 16th. Callum Tyler in 17th. LPE in 18th. Extremist in 19th. 2 penalties so far. LZ Elbow also looks like his car is in a ghosted car. He's a lap down, I think. That's why that is. DJ just up in front, so he would have been getting those blue flags, so that might be perfectly acceptable. Back to the battle at the front. Sloth from Andenge, from Droftus, from Peas, from Pills, from DJ. All still nose to tail. Looking back from Sloth's rear wing. Andenge can't get close enough, I don't think. We're just starting to settle down a little bit now. We'll start to see where these battles are. A bit easier for me to see what's going on. Callum Tyler sets the fastest lap so far of a 1:09.420, down in 17th place. Although this timing tree's all over the place. Callum Tyler says it is a lap. Well, hang on a minute. Yeah, no. Coming back. Pills then looking to make a move, I think, here. Using his battery. He'll try and get past Peas. Peas defending. He's got to be careful. Yep, I mean, as 2.5's making a point there. Be loving it. Sat in the slipstream of the softs, yep, and that's good for these medium runners, to be fair. Not dropping too far back from the soft runners. Conserving their tyres a bit until these softs go off, and then they'll be looking to unleash the pace of the car, I'm sure. So Pills and Peas looking good in 4th and 5th. Ramsdell picks up a penalty, currently 8. Just Mikey looking on Bannister, we're just about to catch it, backs out of it. He's got Kaiser up behind him for company. Sometimes the way it is, you're so busy looking forward, all of a sudden when you look behind, there's somebody there that wasn't there. So Kaiser on those medium tyres in P11. Callum picks up a time penalty. Kept back at the front. Hill's looking close again on P's this lap. Both with the DRS wide open. That's what's making it slightly harder. Bit of a DRS train here. Can't make it again. And then just got the lead back from Sloth. So it is literally cat and mouse. Here we go then. Pills has got a good run here. Pease moves over. Just holds him off. Pills has to wait. Pease just dropping slightly back off of Droftus. Droftus sat watching End Engine Sloth slug it out. Be sure that Droftus is just waiting for a mistake to happen. Very sensible driver. Mind you, I have to give them their credit. My credit's due. Pretty much the whole field here. Really good, sensible drivers. But certainly these top 5 aliens. Where's DJ now? Just beginning to lose a bit off the back of this pack. The top 5. Those soft tyres. Maybe just starting to struggle a slight bit with those soft tyres as DJ. What other battles have we got going on? Aylan then the reserve. Closing in on Zerks for 14th. Zerks in 14th. Aylan in 15th at this point in time. Kaiser's quite close to Bannister. We'll have a flick up and have a look at that in a second. Let's do it now. Just about in the right time. Wow, around the outside. Curly, my man. How you doing, brother? Nice to have you. Just me tonight, flying solo. Gab's gone MIA. Australia, obviously the European side of Formula 4, as you're probably well aware. You're not racing tonight, dude. I thought you normally race on a Monday night. I'm not going to complain. It's nice to have you. Look at these two battling it out. Oh, Bannister's gone round there. Ah, he's finished the race. Okay, fair enough, dude. How'd you go? Bannister there, go for a spin. Dropped a couple of places. Could be one for the stewards later. I'm not going to point fingers anywhere at this point in time. We'll let the stewards do their jobs. Obviously, we do have stewards in this league. Very good they are too. We'll let them do their jobs. These guys will put in any reports they have of potential foul play. We'll let the stewards do their jobs, and we'll get their outcomes later on in the week. We'll bring you up to date with them later on. Droftus then looking for a move up the inside of Sloth. It's going to be tight. Lewis versus Max. Sloth runs a little wide. Droftus takes a place. Don't be so hard on yourself, Curly. Come on, man. I'm sure it wasn't that bad. It's not the winningness of taking part, so people tell me. So then, these soft tyres on Andenish, Droftus and Sloths going to be starting to feel the pinch soon. Peas and Pills in 4th and 5th, sorry. Looking good here. They're still right on the back of those guys in front. They just dropped DJ a little bit. I'll tell you, he's having a good run so far. All shot down again. I'll tell you, this guy's impressed me this season. Didn't know a lot about this guy before I joined the Formula 4 family, but he's definitely impressed me. Up 5 places at the moment is All Shot down. Bloomstar and Paul Watson up 6 places. The only 2 to better him at this point in time. Biggest loser, still the extremist with 13th places. Let's have a quick check on those penalties for you. I'll just try and find a little battle for us to watch. Let's go and have a look at Zerks on Paul Watson. Penalties then, so Pease has got 3 seconds at the moment. That could be bad for Pease as we watch Zerks getting past Paul Watson there. Obviously Pease and Pills in a bit of a fight with those medium tyres. Pease has got a 3-second penalty. Ramsdell got a 3-second penalty in P8. Mazepin's got a 3 seconds in P10. Bannister got 3 seconds in P11. Callum Tyler's got 11 seconds in P14. Well, Callum, unfortunately, he wanted me to give him driver of the day, but I don't think that's going to happen. 11 seconds worth of penalties for Callum and still down in 14th place. I think that's where he started. 6 seconds for LPE, 10 seconds for the Extremist. Let's get rid of those penalties. Go back to the tyres. And then, my boy, or so Skate would say, leads this one. We've got a virtual safety car. Where is the problem? I'm just trying to look on the track map to see if I can see it. I'm not sure I can see who it is. Got one of the rock stars in the pits. Let me just flick, see if I can find out who that is. Nope. Won't let me select it. Is that the Extremist? No, because the Extremist is out there. Supposedly. No. It's not putting up his triangle for me. Got one of the monster boys just coming out of pit lane. That was Bannister. Well, we'll worry about that later. Couldn't see what that virtual was for. I still can't see what the virtual was for. If anyone spotted it on the stream, do let me know, because I'm intrigued to know what that was for. So these soft tyres runners might look to box here. Bannister gets a drive through for speed and under the virtual safety car. No, 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 no. Not what you want to be happening. We've gone green again, so soft tyres have lost their chance to pit. Sloth, however, has pitted. So Sloth just going for the pit stop as the green flag took effect. We'll pick up where Sloth is later, so it's still Andenge from Droftus. P's now up into third, Pills in fourth, DJ up into fifth. Why do I want to look at a board? Jesus crikey. All shot down now up into sixth. Ramsel in seventh. Whose car is that? Is that LPE's car that they would just... Yes, it is. So LPE's car, obviously ghosted. I think it's because he's getting lapped here. Getting a warning, I think, maybe for not getting out of the way as well. I'm presuming that that's what it is. Yep, blue flags, you can see them flashing there. So unfortunately, LPE's got a lap down. Sloth then come down in 8th on those medium tyres. Zerks is up to 9th. The soft tyres, 12 laps fitted. As Droftus now enters the pits, I can just see on the timing tree. Callum's P10, Paul Watson P11, Kaiser P12, Just Mikey P13, Mazzaspin in 14th. First of our reserves, Aylan in 15th, Bloomster in 16th, Extremist in 17th. 18th is Bannister, LPE is 19th, and LZ Elbow is in P20, although, why is his ring on the map? For some reason it's not putting up these markers on the map for me. I don't know why. I'm not getting the triangles I usually get on the map, so, but LZ Elbow, his car is ghosted. I'm not sure whether he's actually in this race, or whether his car's just in AI. I've kind of half got a feeling he might be in AI. Xerxes coming round to lap him. Let's go up to Xerxes. Yeah, he's got a red X next to his name. There's LZ Elbow. You can see it clearly there. So LZ Elbow not in his car. Not quite sure what's happened, but there'll be repercussions from that for sure. Or there will certainly be some explaining to do. Anyway, we won't worry about it. And Denger's obviously pitted. He has DJ's pitted as well. So Pease takes the lead of this race on lap 17. Still on those mediums he started on. Now Pills is going to look to fight. Pills knows now is the time to push. Just run out a little bit wide there. This battle's going on. I'm going to go on board because I love these onboard shots. You can see a lot more of what's going on, in my personal opinion, on boards than you can off boards. We'll have a little bit of a flick between the two. Sloth's getting close to Droftus here as well. We'll just drop back and have a look. And Denge there in the background. So Droftus and Sloth actually jumped on Denge then, I believe. And Denge dropped to 5th. All Shot Down's getting close to Ramsell as they go past the stricken car of LZ Elbow. So All Shot Down 10th, fresh mediums. Ramsell in front of him on fresh mediums. Hills has taken the lead. Confirmed there on the screen, so he's done it. I think that's probably a DRS assisted. Can Pease come back at him here with the DRS? It's wide open. Hills with a little bit of weaving. A little bit of Robbins Racing, not too bad though. They get away with it. So Total Pease takes that one back from Pills. Obviously the more these two fight around, the more it gives this man the chance. And the guys that follow him in Sloth and Andenge the chance to catch him up. Peas and Pills don't want to be messing around too much up there. DJ still holding 6th. He's in a bit of a no man's land. He's 5 seconds behind Andenge, and he's got 8 seconds back to Zerks, who's yet to stop. 15 lap old softs. Ramsell then moves himself up past Callum Tyler into 8th. Decent job from Ramsell at the moment. Look at that battle behind us. That, yeah, it is. It's All Shot Down. And Callum Tyler All Shot Down on the fresh mediums then. Callum Tyler 11 lap old softs in front of him. Might just have to wait here. Kind of tricky in this section to make the pass. It can be done, but definitely relies on both drivers being fully aware of the situation and giving each other room. All Shot Down, I dare say, is going to wait there and try and get a decent exit here. The run up the hill. He's using his battery power. See it there in the bottom left. He's going to get DRS open too. Callum does have DRS in front of him off the back of Ramsell though. So this could be a late move. Whoa, he thought about it. He thought about it, but thinks better of it. So All Shot Down stays in 9th. As Zerks pits then, gets rid of those soft tyres. See what else is going on. Not too much of close battles here. LPE back down in P20. Again, probably getting the blue flags here. I'm not worried too much about that. Pills then still holds the lead out in front. Lap 20, sorry, just crossed the line to start lap 20. 16 to go. 19 laps for these boys at the front. Pease still with that penalty compared to Pills. Pease then going for the move here. Gets it done. So the lead, can't tell you how many times the lead swapped in this race. Fantastic stuff so far. We've got a virtual safety car. Once again, I'm struggling to see what the incident is on track. I've got one of the rock stars in the pits. It's Callum Tyler, so I don't think it's anything to do with that. Paul Watson then gets a drive through for speed and under the safety car. Second one that's fooled for that one. You've got to be so careful with this delta time. It's so easy to do. I must admit, I normally keep myself well under now because it can change in a split second. I don't trust the game. We'll go green flag racing again then. DRS is re-enabled. So Droftus gets past Andenge, or Andenge and Droftus battling away here. I think he was ahead of him anyway, so Andenge must have got him some point. Pills and Peas then pit from the lead, so let's go on board with Sloth. Where's Sloth? Here he is. Sloth, Droftus and Andenge then. Droftus and Andenge, you can see him behind. We're going to rock past the pits here. We're not going to see nothing, but Pills and Peas are there. We're going to take them. All three. Let's see where Peas comes out then. He's just exiting the pit lane. Fresh softs on, so we're going to be quick towards the end. But what sort of a gap are they going to need to make up to the three in front? It's going to be about 4 seconds. Just put a little bit of a gap on Pills there as well. DJ then a further 1.9 back. We've got a yellow in sector 3. That's one of the Jaguar cars. Again, I think it was, yep, there's LPE, I'm pretty sure. Don't know why I'm not getting these markers on my track map. It's very, very confusing. I'm actually doing my nut in slightly. It's all been a bit muddled up tonight, I'm afraid. This is not usually the professionalism that we rock with in Formula 4. I do apologise. Doing the best I can. Bit of a late call to stream this myself. My co-commentator, Mr. See Me Skate. Listen, I'm sure there's a valid, good reason for it. It's not to worry. I've got it covered. It was just a bit late. So, Drofters takes the lead from Slough. The lead changes again. Thanks, buddy. It's frantic on your own, I tell you, especially when you wasn't necessarily prepared for it. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Doing the best we can for you. But I'm the worst. My world's worst critic is myself, unfortunately. As most of us probably are. Always hard on ourselves. I am hard here. I do try to do the best job, the most professional job I can do for this league. Obviously, we want to promote this league in the correct light. So, hopefully, we can get through this one. But do obviously bear with me, because there has been multiple glitches tonight. Some strange things going on. Typical Codemasters for you. Still obviously haven't fixed all these bugs in the game. I do apologise to everyone a bit further down the grid here, because we have been focusing on the top 5 for the majority of this race, but they're putting on such a race that it's hard not to. So that gap was 4 seconds. It's down to 1.6. 4 seconds last time on the lap before, as P's exited the pits. It was 4 seconds, it's down to 1.3, so they are coming. P's and Pills pushing hard to catch, and then Stroftus and Slough in front of them. Let's have a look a bit further down the grid then. Let's move away. Keep your eyes on the trees for any movers towards the top end. Let me try and see if I can pay some homage to the guys a bit further down. Just Mikey then. Golf Racing. Got those hard tyres on. Interesting call. So Kaiser in front of him as well also got those hard tyres on. We saw nobody use these hard tyres on the Australian side earlier. Nobody daren't touch them. I know Jeff likes to tell you to put these on, but I don't think that that's the way to go. Although, depending on how you are with your tyres, I mean, personally, my own style, I'm pretty hard on the tyres, so I would have probably... I considered it, although even I've done a soft medium here, or a medium soft, over the weekend in a league race that I did, so if I can make it work, anybody can make it work. So, bit of a strange decision. We've got a Jaguar around in the second sector. Let's see if I can pick it up. I can't pick it up on the map because it's not working correctly. I think it was LPE again. Maybe it's just him, if he's in his car, getting out of the way. Again, I'm not going to focus too much on that. Whoa, 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 what's going on here? Look at this battle. So I do believe this is, yep, this is Slough, Drofters, P's, Pills, and then Denge. The front 5, I mean, I'll take my eyes off the front for a few minutes. Yep, there we go. S5 pitted lap 1 last night by lap 27. Had 70% tyre wear on the meds. So it's definitely a soft medium, a medium soft. Interesting that a few of those boys they've either chosen on their own to take the hards, or they've listened to Jeff. And we all know that listening to Jeff most of the time is a bad thing. Not the most reliablest of guys. Unfortunately, he's the guy I'd love to see out the game. Does my Swede. So, the battle at the front really is on. I mean, Sterling driving between these 5. Little love tap from Pills then into the back of Drofters. But it's all still gravy, baby. All still gravy. Exceptional driving from these lads. I mean, I have to give it to them. In all fairness, I'll tip my cap to most of these boys in this league. Since I've been covering this since early doors, these drivers on this grid have definitely impressed me. Very much so. Can Pills make a move on Drofters then? We've got DRS trains, so we've all got DRS here. I think Slough's got it. Yep, Drofters has got it. Has Andenge got it too? I think he did. Ooh, that's late for Andenge. Steady, son. Come on. Let's keep it there. That's still a good, solid result. DJ then 8 seconds back. He's in absolutely no man's land, this poor DJ. I kind of feel for him here. I kind of hate those races where you're stuck in no man's land. He's, what, 8 seconds back as we've got the Jaguar on the outside of the track in turn 1. I'm just going to presume that's LPE, and yes, it's a DNF from LPE. Come up on the screen now. So LPE finally out of the session. Did have that 5-place grid penalty, 5-place, time penalty to add on to his time. Should he have finished this race, but he hasn't, unfortunately, so that's another DNF for LPE. Just Mikey picks up a penalty. We'll go through them in a minute. We've got 10 laps to go. Right, I'll tell you what, any boys that are still in the chat, help me out here then. Help me out. I'm going to put up the position changes for you, and I would like anybody's opinion on a driver of the day, seeing as Skate's not here. He can't do his technical fancy stuff that he loves to do with the driver of the day poll, so it's going to be left with me. Look at these lot again. I mean, I'm sorry to everyone else on the grid, but look at this. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. I might just take that off the screen for a second just to appreciate in awe of these boys. I mean, come on, look at this. This is side by side. I can tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, there's not many drivers I know of, and I do know of a fair few, believe you me, doing this job. I know quite a lot of the drivers. There's not many that can hold this up, especially for 27 laps, and they've been at it since go time, and not one of them's had any damage to their car. Absolutely phenomenal driving from this top 5. You know, they're pretty much top 5 in the championship, and they are top 5 in the championship for a reason. You know, everyone can certainly take a leaf out of their books. All right, we can't get close to them on their speed sometimes. I'll give you that one. But their race etiquette is absolutely phenomenal. I hope I haven't cursed it here, because these guys really do deserve all the credit that they're getting from me. They really do. And Denge then moves himself up into P4. Sloth's not done with this one. And Denge normally has some good straight line speed on his car though. We'll put back up. So there's position changes. Sorry, I did say so before. So for anyone in the chat who wants to give us a little bit of a vote on driver of the day, most places gained so far. All shot down in 7th with 5. Alan, the reserve driver, 5 in 10th. Biggest loser, the extremist, 7 now. He's got himself from sort of back up into 19th, 18th, back up into the 13th. Here he is, look. Here he is. Here he is. My co-commentator. What? I'm still on. I'm not in the commentary box, Gav. But if you want to arc up and jump in the commentary box, you're more than welcome. I might be able to send you an invite. Actually, hang on. I could probably send you an invite if you want it. If not, it's all good, man. I got it covered. But this, you have missed an absolute humdinger of a race. Seriously, these boys, I'll give you a bit of a run through as Mazispan gets lapped. So we've got P's. I'll get this off of this at the moment so you can check in on what's going on. We've got P's and Pills in P1 and P2. They started on the mediums. Droftus and Denge and Sloth in P3, 4 and 5. And they have been absolutely going at it. Hell for leather have these three. They really have. Just starting to gap a little bit now in these later stages, but the lead has swapped so many times. It's been unreal. Really, really great and clean, 100% clean from these guys at the front. Obviously, I know you don't expect anything less, Skate, but it has been absolutely brilliant. So we've got DJ in 6th, currently still in no man's land. He's got 10 seconds to Sloth, and then a further, 12 seconds back to Ramsell. Ramsell doing a good job then in 7th. All shot down, doing another sterling drive in P8. Kaiser then first on the hard tyres in P9. Xerxes in P10. Callum Tyler, P11. Alan, one of the reserves, in P12. Just Mikey in 13th. Bloomster, another reserve, into 14th. Paul Watson in 15th now. Mazespin in 16th. Bannister in 17th. The Extremist in 18th and just exiting the pits. LZ Albo, who I'm sure is still in AI, he is, which needs something to be noted for. He's been in AI the whole race, so shouldn't get accredited any points in this one. And LPE, we've lost, who was also in AI for a long time, I think, or on and off, and getting lapped. He'd either thrown in the towel or crashed legitimately in the centre S's. So, back to the top then. It's Pease, now with a commanding lead over Pills. It's taken 28, 29 laps to really get this far, but eventually Pease has got the job done on Pills. However, let me just double check. Yep, there's still 3 seconds worth of penalties for Pease, 3 seconds for All Shot Down, 3 seconds for Ramsel, 3 seconds for Kaiser, 9 seconds for Callum, 3 seconds for Just Mikey, 6 seconds for Mazepin, 3 seconds for Bannister, 10 seconds for the Extremists. So, don't say Pills knows this. Well, he will know this. He's not silly. He's been doing this long enough to know that he's only got to stick with Pease to take this win. Droftus then, about a similar gap back from Pills now. Looks like he's going to have to settle for P3 if he can hold off Andenge and Sloth, who are close behind, all on the medium tyres. DJ then, as we said, having a good solid race in 6th. Had a good opening stint, was on the back of the front 5, but unfortunately just dropped off. Yep, indeed, Skate in the chat. Something for the Aussie boys to achieve. European leading by example. Well, I'm not biased at all. I try not to be anyway. I try to be a bit more professional, but in all honesty, I do have to admit, this European side of the division, I must admit, I love my Aussie boys, to be fair. I love all of you, but this European side, I'm growing fond of, because these boys, they do all their talking on the track, to be honest with you, and they do it well. You know, very, very good racing from everyone on the whole. Battle's still going on then, so let me see, just to see if I can pay some homage to, yeah, let's give Ramsel a little bit of time. He's just coming up behind, All Shot Down. So both with 14 lap old mediums. Ramsel doing a solid job, P8. That's all he needs to do really, to keep having these solid top 10 finishes. He's definitely improving lately as well, as Ramsel. You know, again, that's one thing to be said about this European division as well. Most of the boys, obviously from when I've come in after a couple of rounds, you can really notice the progression that these boys are making. They learn from their mistakes, which is all you can ask for. We've got a virtual safety car. Again, I can't tell you who that's for or why, because I don't have triangles on my mini-map. As you can see, as I'm flicking through these cars, I have no idea. Bit of a glitch session, unfortunately, in terms of that. I can't really tell. Let's hope it stays a virtual. We've had no safety cars yet. Second virtual, I believe this is. So Pease still holds the lead. We've got 3 laps to go. We're going to have to start looking at this driver of the day. I'm going to have to start thinking about it. It's going to be a hard one to call. It really is, I must say. I mean, All Shot Down, the most places gained at the moment with 5 and 7th. Good solid drive from him. But it'd be hard to overlook the front 5, to be honest with you, because the racing that they've produced so far has been absolutely fantastic. Pills now with a gap down to 1.3 then. Pease does have that 3-second time penalty, so Pills is looking good for the win. He needs it for the championship points. Obviously P5, as I touched on earlier, missed a fair few races. I think it was 7, without looking back at the Bible. I can't tell you. I think it was 7. He's missed 7 races, so to be in 5th, he's doing such a good job. And with a win here, that certainly bumped him up. But he's in such good company around him, because the boys that are around him in the championship are all around him in the race too. That is Pease, Droftus, Andenge and Sloth. Let's go back with Sloth then, and let's see if we can have a nice look at this battle then. For the podium spot, Droftus holds it at the moment. these boys need to gain a few seconds on the last couple of laps if they are to jump, if any one of them's to jump P's, but I think might be a little bit too much to ask. Drofter's got his hands full here, trying to hold Andenge and Sloth back. As again, I apologise to the guys down the field. Unfortunately, I haven't managed to see much of you, just because the gaps have been quite big and the racing at the front has been so phenomenal. A little bit back then is Sloth. He's going to need to maybe have a little bit of charge of his battery. And Denge then, is he going to go for this? He does. Gets past Droftus. DRS assisted into turn 1. Sloth closes up. Pill's got the gap to 1.5 now. Ramsell still doing battle with all shot down. It's about the second closest battle on the track. You can see for yourself the gaps there down the timing tree. Not really a lot in terms of close battles going on. Pretty strange really, considering the battles in the championship are so close. You know, this European division is so tight, to be fair, in terms of performance right the way through the grid. I think it's certainly a lot closer than the Australian side in terms of man for man performance and like being more equal to each other. Although, having said that, the Australian side this morning, all 20 drivers within a second of each other in Q1. Absolutely phenomenal stuff from the lads this morning. Absolutely brilliant. To be a second separating, well, it was under a second, I think it was 0.9 something, separating all 20 drivers. Absolute sterling work from them. Really, really good. This league certainly coming on now and being something that we can all be proud of. All be proud to be a part of. I'm proud to be part of it, of course, anyway, but drivers really doing good. Droftus picks up a penalty, sorry, just noticed that at the top of the screen. So, Droftus has got a penalty. And Denger's a smart lad. He's going to know that as we're about to take the flag. I think it's going to be P's. So Andenge doesn't need to fight Droftus too much, but he needs to be careful because Slothy Boy's still there. Slothy Boy, again, don't need to do anything too silly with Droftus having a penalty now. So unfortunate for Droftus, after all that hard work, he's going to, unfortunately, probably drop over the line. Still going to keep in the top 5 though. Let's have a look then. We're right on board. P's about to take the win. He's only 1.3 seconds ahead of Pillars though, so Pills is going to pick up this win. Saying that though, absolutely brilliant drive from P's. Takes P1 on the track. Pills takes it on penalties. Andenge then crosses the line. P3 for Andenge, another solid drive. Droftus keeps P4. Okay, strange. I thought Sloth would have got him, but he doesn't. DJ then, oh, what's happened to DJ? No. That's a reset to track from the game. That's not DJ doing that one. That was the game that tends to reset you there. So DJ comes across the line. Solid race from DJ. Tried to hang on to the top 5 as best as he could. Had nothing left in the tank. Ramsell then crosses the line in 7th. Good race from Ramsell as well. All shot down then. Another solid drive from All Shot Down in 8th. Kaiser crosses the line in 9th. However, Xerxes jumps him on penalties. So Xerxes takes 9th. Kaiser's 10th. Reserve of Aylan. Another solid job for Aylan. Finishes 11th. Just Mikey then in 12th. I believe. Has he not finished yet? No, he hasn't. Let's just see. I don't think he's going to jump up anywhere. I don't think so. Loses it over the line. Who was that, Callum? All Shot Down then gets the driver a day. And I'll tell you what, let's just, so there's no impartiality or there's no bias here, nothing given. I'm just going to go with what the game says. So the game says All Shot Down. I'll go with All Shot Down too. Although it must be said, those front 5, absolutely phenomenal driving from them. They all deserve driver of the day in my book, really do. But let's let the game make the decision. Then I can't be in trouble for having any biased. Any complaints on driver of the day, get them into Codemasters who do not care. Right, let me just see if I can take some screenshots here for the stewards to do their things. So Droftus, if you're listening, buddy, can you get in the comms box and get the lads in the comms box, anybody that wants to do it. And I'll jump in the comms box in 2 seconds time. Just make sure I've got these results screenshotted for everyone, just in case we need them. So Pills takes the win then from Pills. Pills takes the win from Peas, from Andenge in third, Droftus is fourth, Sloth was fifth, DJ in sixth, Ramsel in seventh, All Shot Down in eighth, Xerxes in ninth, Kaiser in 10th, Alan in 11th, Just Mikey in 12th. P13 was Callum, P14 was Bloomstar, and that's about where we got, unfortunately, before I lost the stream. Sorry if this goes blank screen for a second, I'm just going to see if I can join the commentary box. No, I'm not in the commentary box. I'm going to see, this is on skate stuff here. Can you invite me to the commentary box? Are you in the commentary box? That's Monster Energy, okay. That's Monster Energy. I don't have a chat going up for the comms box. There we go. Good lad. Pills is in there. Right. Hopefully, we're in the commentary box then.
Yeah, we are. I'll get a message out of Peas and
Yeah, okay, nice one. Right, just bear with us then, people on the Twitch. We are just getting this commentary box sorted out for you. And we can get some driver interviews on the go. So, we'll just wait for these boys to get in. So we've got Pills is in, All Shot Down is in, and Denge, is he in? All Shot Down got driver of the day from the game. I thought I'd just go with that, to be honest. And Denge is in, so All Shot Down, just waiting for him. Let me get up the right then, so I think Andenge's here. Is Peas in yet? Yeah, Pills is here, so just All Shot Down, if we can get All Shot Down in, and we'll get away with it. Right, ladies and gentlemen then, sorry for these technical whoopsies today with it. It's all been a bit flustered, my end, but we are here. So we will start then. P3 today, and I'll tell you what, I mean, I must say, I don't know, obviously Pills is in here, Peas is in here, yourself and Denger's in here, Droftus I think is floating around somewhere in Sloth, but what an absolute race by the five of you today, absolutely amazing. And Denge, you take P3, another solid performance, no penalties. Give us a little bit of a lowdown on that race for you. How did you see it going for you? Obviously it was, like as I said, an amazing race at the top. I can imagine that. That was, honestly, it was intense. It was an absolutely intense battle from all of you top five. I mean, I can't praise you boys enough. It really was phenomenal.
Chaos.
Yeah, there were moments there where it was literally 3, 4, 5 wide. Absolutely stunning. But
yeah.
as I said on the stream,
I don't even care what I finished. Today, just all about the racing. I'm so proud of all of them just for racing so good. I'll take it.
Oh, well, I certainly would, mate. I mean, props to you. That was another fantastic drive from yourself. So, congratulations, buddy. And it's getting a very good habit now. So I'm sure I'll see you next week. We'll move on then to our P2 driver. Was Total P's. P's, unfortunately for you, picked up that penalty. Unfortunately, a bit early on. Which put you under pressure. Obviously, I know you're a pretty cool, calm customer anyway, so it didn't affect you in terms of the driving. And as I was saying to Andenge there, absolutely take my hat off to you, because that was absolutely amazing racing between the top 5 of you there. Give us a little bit of a lowdown from your point of view.
Yeah, it was a very, very good race, and I think P2 is still fair. I think it was a stupid pen to get from the start, but I think once I had the pen and Pillars was in that window, I don't think he was pushing as hard. But
no,
I didn't expect to be so quick, because I did like 3 laps before we joined, and just to get a setup down and just to see where it was. But yeah, no, it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be after a race like that, and I'm not being funny, but after a race like that, with the top 5, the racing as they were, to take P2. It's certainly, there's no shame there, buddy. Absolutely no shame there at all. It was a fantastic race by all 5 of you. Absolutely brilliant. Take my hat off to you.
It was great fun, especially first in just swapping, overtaking, baiting overtakes. It was just so much. It was fun.
It was. I'll tell you. I wish I had £1 for every time the lead changed in that race, because I don't need to go to work. Yeah, I don't need to go to work tomorrow if that was the case. But I said it on stream, and I'll say it again to you boys here. Absolutely fantastic race in between you. It was clean all the way through, and that really is something for you yourself to be proud of. Obviously, along with the other boys as well. Absolutely great stuff. So congratulations to you, and
thank you very much.
I'm sure you'll keep top spot there for the next week then. So it's looking good for the championship now. 4 rounds to go after this. So you must be quietly excited, are you, in the background, or are you just keeping it race by race?
Monaco exists in the calendar for some strange reason. And one of the walls probably have my name on it, so
it
we'll
will.
See how
but
that goes.
I mean, let me just flick here, because let's see when. So we've got Italy, Monza next week. Then it's the dreaded Monaco. I daren't say you've probably got enough of a lead to stack it in the wall there. To be honest with you, not that that's what you want to do. But
hopefully that's not what I do.
Was that the plan all year? Was it just to get enough points going into Monaco that you could afford to bin it?
Yeah, I would have loved to have a bigger gap than not had that little period of disconnecting and crashing. But hopefully I don't have to stress too much in the last few races. I'll probably take it a bit easier.
I don't think so,
for now,
mate,
just
to be honest
bring
with
home
you.
points.
Yeah, well, you do that, my friend. Well done. Congratulations on your P2 today. Unlucky with that penalty and not taking the win, but certainly, as I said, nothing to be ashamed about. That was phenomenal racing. So congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.
No problem at all. Right then, so on to our race winner. It is the man that's returned to great form here in Formula 4. He did tell us that he was going to do this when he said he is coming back full time, and in all fairness, he's done pretty much what he said he's going to do. So absolutely phenomenal race there from yourself, Pills, taking the fastest lap as well, so congratulations on that. Obviously you've heard me talking to Andenge and Pease there, and saying what an absolute unbelievable race that was between the top 5 of you there. So just give us a little bit of a lowdown from your own point of view.
I mean, there's not really much else to say really about it. I mean, boys covered it pretty well. Just one mistake and that was that. So it was just nice to have. Well, you can include DJ was in it as well.
He was for a bit, yeah.
So, I mean, you could say 6 of us there. It was a strange one because I've never quite had a battle around there like that with 5 of us. I've had 3 of us, but not 5, and yeah, just unreal from all of them.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like I said, I've said it on stream. Absolutely fantastic racing by all of you there. Obviously, DJ included within that for that first stint. Anyway, at least DJ was holding on, but unfortunately just dropped back a little bit. It ended up in no man's land a little bit, unfortunately. But from the 5 of you at the front, I mean, that was to and fro the whole way. Real great excitement. I did have to apologise to everybody else on the grid because, in all fairness, I couldn't take the cameras really away from you boys at the front. So that is tells you how good of a race that was. Obviously, as I said to Pease as well, all kept it really clean as well, and that's not often you get to see that. So congratulations to you, real good drive.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
And obviously some good form since you've returned. First, third, another first here, so you're on for it. You're got that gap to make up, as I did mention earlier on. I think, you know, 5th in the championship for you at the moment, but you can certainly put pressure on those guys ahead of you for the podium position come the end of the season. 4 rounds to go after this one.
Yeah,
so keep in there.
We'll try, but you know, it's a good thing about this league is, you know, obviously I missed a load of races through work, which was on me, but you know, if these boys are turning up and getting points, then it just makes the job 10 times harder. So I'll take wherever I finish really end of the season. But
well, that's a good attitude to have, and yeah, unfortunately, you have missed a few, but showing your quality here over the last few for sure. If it was ever in doubt, which obviously from my point of view it's not, but to anyone out there, it's certainly not in doubt. You're certainly putting your money where your mouth is since you got back. So great job, and we'll move on to Monza next week, and we'll see you there.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, Bills. Thank you. Right, hopefully our driver of the day then, All Shot, you here? Hello. Right, well, you're making a habit of this as well, just like Anden seems to like making a habit of talking to us. You're also making a habit of talking to us. Now, unfortunately, that was it was Codemasters that gave you driver of the day this week, not a Twitch poll, but hey, we'll keep it quiet. Take it. You've definitely deserved it this season. I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row now for you. 3. Wow. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, no, obviously, yeah, indeed. I mean, it was going to be left for me to choose this week, but I thought I'll just go with what the game gives so that nobody can moan. Alright, Ramsell's saying in the chat we can't hear you. Have you got your mic check? Okay, just double check quickly. So, just to recap then, if anyone didn't hear him there, just saying to All Shot down that it's an impressive performance for him now. That's 3 weeks driver of the day. Absolutely fantastic work from himself. We'll try again. Yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's all good. If they can't hear you, I'll just relay what you're saying, and we'll get the message out, no doubt, to them. Right, bear with us, people. We'll just see if we can get... Alright. Ramsell could be having you on, or he's saying party settings, but either way, it doesn't matter. We'll continue with it. So yeah, All Shot down, driver of the day. Again, you must be happy with that. Just give us a quick rundown of your race, and I'll see if I can relay it back, just in case you can't be heard. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, I mean, so just for anyone out there that can't hear him, obviously, All Shot just saying that he had a bit of carnage into turn 1, and then it was a bit of a race between himself and Ramsell for most of the race. Lost touch with the front pack a little bit, and was just sort of stuck that mid pack, but head down and doing what he needed to do. But yeah, saying he's looking forward to watching the stream back later, which unfortunately, or fortunately, you should definitely do, because those boys at the front, I tell you what, they put on a display today. They really did. I mean, it's probably a bit flustered on my point of view from the commentary side of it, but it's probably definitely worth a watch for the track action, because the front 5 were swapping left, right and centre pretty much for the whole of that race. So real good race, to be fair, to watch. And unfortunately, to be fair, not a lot of people did get too much footage from further down the pack, because we couldn't take our eyes off the guys at the front. But yeah, go and watch it. I'm sure you will not be disappointed. Yeah, well, we've got another week before Monaco, so you've got Monza next week, then it's Monaco. So get your Monza in first, buddy, and let's see if we can have you in the box again. Make it 4 on the trot. Why not? That's your aim, buddy. All right. Well, thanks very much. and great drive to you, and we'll see you next week. Okay, so that concludes our interviews there. All shot down, just saying that he's going to get a bit of practice in for Monza and Monaco coming up. Maybe see if he can join us again once in the commentary box before the season's out. So, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that is the end of the session for us. Sorry about the bit of a late show there with the stream, and being a bit flustered at the start, just trying to get things together. But I think we've just about got through it. Hopefully you all enjoy the race, because that was absolutely fantastic. So from me, hello there, Housie, aka the Housie. That's done and one for today, and we'll see you next week with the Australian side of the division on next Monday. That'll be 7:30 Australian time for you and 8:30 UK time. So I do hope you can join us then, and it'll be myself and the legend that is Schemy Skate back in the box for you for that one. We'll look forward to bringing that to you. So for me, for now, it's goodbye. Take care and stay safe, everyone. God bless. Goodbye.